Someone just set Royale High on fire, and these two got expelled for it, but they say they're innocent. So we're gonna find out who really did it and report them. Here are the star witnesses. Let's rewind from this morning and hear from their point of view. Track the apartment and see exactly what happened before it got spooky. School is out for the weekend, and Stella, the hall monitor, makes her rounds on the dimly lit 4th floor. The air is thick with tension, every step echoing through the quiet halls. She's surrounded by kids with a chaotic blend of emotions, some buzzing with excitement, others dazed and lost. Stella herself clings to hope, but something gnaws at her gut, a feeling that doesn't sit right. Then she notices it, the rusty janitor's door, its frame slick with condensation dripping down like warm juice. Suddenly, a click echoes from behind the door. It's intense, a sound so ferocious it makes her heart skip. Instinct takes over. She edges closer, the hair on the back of her neck standing on end. "Hello?" she calls out, voice trembling. The clicking halts abruptly, leaving a suffocating silence. Her breath catches. There's a long, agonizing moment where the air feels heavy with dread, each second stretching into eternity. Then, behind her, another click, this time from the end of the hall. She freezes, her pulse pounding in her ears. The stillness is shattered by a sudden ding of the elevator. Its door is sliding open with an eerie slowness, and out steps her study buddies, a tight-knit group of 6. But their faces beam with happiness, completely oblivious to the suffocating tension around them. "Hi, Stella. We got the oven to work now. We're making pizza rolls," they exclaim, their laughter echoing down the hallway like a bizarre soundtrack to her fear. But for a brief, surreal moment, Stella is swept up in their joy. But it's only a thin veneer over the panic that's clawing at her insides. She forces herself to smile, nodding along, but her mind is racing. She needs backup, fast. Pushing past them, she heads for the lobby. But as soon as the elevator doors open, she's hit by a wall of people. The lobby is a sea of bodies, all moving in every direction, making it impossible to push through. She fights for her way to the desk, desperately searching for the lobby clerk, her mind screaming that she needs help, now. But then she sees Noo-noo, lounging behind the counter, filing her nails. She looks up at Stella with an expression that's equal parts irritation and amusement. "Are you looking for anything in particular?" Noo-noo asked, her tone dripping with condensation. "Yeah, there was this noise upstairs. It was weird," Stella replies, trying to keep the panic from creeping into her voice. Noo-noo doesn't even blink. She just continues filing her nails. "So, are you looking for anything in particular?" she repeats, as if Stella's words were nothing but background noise. Stella's patience snaps. "There's something wrong on floor 4. And it's our job to find out. I only need your help for a few seconds." She's halfway down to the observation room before she even realizes it, Noo-noo trailing behind her at a snail's pace. "Are you even coming?" The tension in Stella's voice cutting through the air. Noo-noo shrugs, still focused on her nails. "It's been a few seconds. Are you done yet?" Stella rounds on her, fury in her eyes. "Why are you even a hall monitor if you don't care?" Noo-noo just gives her a bored look. "First of all, Stella Cinderella, nobody's a hall monitor. I'm only here because we're stuck in this apartment for the weekend, so stop acting brand new." The dorms had been shut down by the headmistress, forcing all of the students into the old cramped apartments. Stella's thoughts twirl, trying to make sense of everything when Noo-noo's words cut through her haze. "There's only one real hall monitor here, and that's Jake." Stella blinks. "Since when was Jake a hall monitor?" "Since forever. He's outside in a cafe he literally just got from work," Noo-noo replies dismissively. But Jake isn't in the cafe. He's inside the janitor's room, his knuckles white as he grips a clearly stolen blade of light. Rage burns in his chest, a fire stoked by 2 days of pent-up frustration. He's been living in this apartment for 4 years, scraping by, working at a pizza joint, only to be shoved into this tiny excuse of a room when the students move back in. Now he's lost it. He's beyond reason. He swings his sword with ferocity, chopping down whatever's in his path, each strike echoing like a ring of death in a confined space. The blade is so powerful it breaks the sound barrier, and the server redistributes his swing as a click for the others. "I'll show headmistress," he whispers to himself, his voice trembling with barely contained fear. His next swing connects with something solid, and a deafening click reverberates through the air as the sparks begin to fly from the impact, like rain, and began flooding the room. Back in the observation area, a pink, shiny, squishy intercom buzzes to life. "Monitor needed on floor 4. Monitor needed on floor 4. The robotic voice drips with urgency. Stella's heart leaps. She grabs Noo-noo by the arm, pulling her toward the stairs. "We gotta go." Noo-noo rolls her eyes, dragging her feet as they make their way up. At the second floor landing, she suddenly veers off, Stella only barely noticing after a quick glance back. "What are you doing, Noo-noo?" "Listen, I'm grabbing some chips. I'm hungry," she says, already heading for the vending machine. Stella stares after her, disbelief etched on her face. "Are you serious? They need us on the 4th floor." But Noo-noo's already punching in her snack choice, completely unconcerned. "Look, I'm not a real hall monitor, okay? I'm just filling in. So I'm gonna get these chips, and you're gonna let me be." Suddenly, alarms blared through the building, piercing the air with a shriek that rattles Stella's bones. Both girls freeze as the sound sends a jolt of adrenaline through them. Stella's voice quivers as she repeats, "It's floor 4. It's floor 4. The tension between them snaps as they both realize the gravity of the situation. The silence is suffocating, only broken by a dull thud of the chips hitting the bottom of the vending machine. Noo-noo looks longingly at the bag. "We're going to the 4th floor," Stella shouts as she pulls Noo-noo away, their feet pounding up the stairs. The air grows thicker, hotter with each step, the smell of burning plastic searing through their lungs. They reach the 4th floor, right outside. Standing before the door, their hearts hammering in their chests. Noo-noo glances at Stella, and then she pushes the door open. "Look, we're here. Just go." The door swings wide, revealing flames licking toward them, a hungry beast consuming everything in its path. The fire surges forward, flowing over like a tablecloth on a dining top. Stella and Noo-noo bolt back down the stairs, but the smoke is already creeping up from the lobby, turning their escape into a desperate race against time. Noo-noo starts to panic. "We should just go anyway. The fire can't be as bad as up here." She's already running, but Stella catches sight of a window. "Noo-noo, do you know how to fly?" Noo-noo's face pales. What? I took one class. But Stella's already made up her mind. She flings the window open as flames start curling up the stairwell, ready to engulf them. Without hesitating, she shoves Noo-noo out of the window. All of the world outside hearing Noo-noo's shriek of, "Are you kidding me?" as she plummets towards the ground. Just as Stella braces to jump, a hand clamps around her ankles. She whips around, eyes wide with terror, and finds Jake. His face is twisted in a mix of rage and something far more unsettling. A look that makes the flames seem like nothing more than background music to his madness. The firelight dances in his eyes as he tightens his grip, a sword that was once legendary now broken in his hand. He screams like a wolf on the hunt. "Where is the headmistress?" Whoa! Spooky.